to episode number 3. Today we are talking about how to build self-confidence, and we are here with the lovely Jessica Gutierrez.
Hello, Valeria.
Hi, Jess. Thank you for accepting this role today.
Super excited to be here with you guys.
And we're excited to have you. Excited to have you because let me share a little bit of how I met Jessica for all of our listeners. So I met Jessica 8 years ago as I entered the first Team Beauty location in McAllen. And I remember seeing her, you guys, you know, with her long black hair, with her Jimmy Choos, okay, with her BMW, her neon pink nails, okay, her you know, pale pink lipstick, as it always suits her so well, okay, and her, you know, Chanel or whatever bag she was wearing that day. And I just remember stepping into this facility. I didn't know Jessica personally, and just seeing her, and I was just like in awe with her. I remember just thinking to myself, dang, like, oh, because she has really good legs too. That's something about Jess. She has good legs. So she was wearing actually like blue jean shorts with like a blue jean blazer. It's not really blue jean, but it was just kind of like the denim look. I remember perfectly her outfit, you guys, okay? Because she made such a big impression. You know, just to see the way she carried herself, the way she spoke to people, the way she directed herself to me, always giving me eye contact and so confident from the first handshake. So it's a pleasure to introduce my sponsor. I can call her a best friend now. You know, she was a bridesmaid in my wedding, you know, from strangers to bestest of friends and colleagues in Herbalife. So thank you so much, Jessica, for being with us today. And we thought that this topic, I mean, who better than yourself to be with us today? So I don't know if you want to share anything with us.
Thank you, Valeria. You know, I don't even remember what I was wearing when I met you, but you just brought back so many memories thinking of that day.
Yeah.
Because I also remember the day that you walked into our first ever Team Beauty facility here in Mission.
Yes.
Right? You drove all the way from Brownsville, and I met you, and I knew that you were someone special, right? Because you were such a light to people, your personality, your spark, your light. And I just knew, you know, that you were going to do big things in life. And I'm so glad that we continued that relationship from that day forward.
Yes.
And that here we are today, and now she's interviewing me.
Imagine, you guys, imagine. And I was just telling Jess, like, as women, we have like so many weapons we can use. And I'm not talking about those weapons, okay? I'm talking about the weapon of self-confidence. We also have those. But today we're talking about self-confidence. And I was telling Jess how like a red lipstick is a weapon for a woman. You know, whenever we're feeling, I don't know about you, Jess, but whenever I'm not feeling myself, if I put on some red lipstick, girl, like I can conquer the world. And well, I know for you it's pink.
I was just going to say, it's not red for me. For me, it's pink. And you mentioned the pink lipstick, and here I am still with pink lipstick. I love pink. You know that.
It looks so good on you.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't have to be a red lipstick. It could be your pink lipstick.
Yes.
Whatever makes you powerful.
That's
makes
true.
You feel powerful.
Exactly. So, you know, just as that pink red lipstick that you wear that makes you feel so good, you know, another weapon I think we should have in our purse is, you know, self-confidence. And today, you know, for me, it was so important to touch on this subject because as a woman, Jess, like if you don't have self-confidence, te vas a dejar pisotear. You're going to let people walk all over you. Yes. You can be in an unhappy, unstable situation. And since you're not confident, you'll stay. Mm-hmm. You'll settle for whatever comes your way. You'll settle for that job that doesn't, you know, deserve you. You'll settle for that, you know, relationship that is toxic and it's bringing you down every single day. And so for me, I think self-confidence is a tool that as a woman, you know, we should be in tune with. Mm-hmm. And so I want to ask you, Jess, because I mean, since I met you, you've always been a confident person. So I want to ask you, what are some things that you think formed you to be a confident woman?
Well, I think one of the most important things is, sometimes our background, how we grew up
Yeah.
or where we came from, or, the labels that maybe were put on us as children.
Yes.
And that's why it's so important sometimes that, I don't have kids, but to the moms out there, the parents out there, knowing that labels come with us throughout our life,
That's
right?
true.
Like sometimes, we have the child that, oh, well, he's shy or she's shy or she's oh, she's just like that, or and they tell you that over and over, right? As a child, you're growing up and you're just like over and over, she's shy, she's shy, she's shy, and you just become that
You believe
shy
it.
person, and you believe, and it becomes a label. So I think since I was young, I was just giving a lot of self-confidence in everything, I could say my mom has always been a self-confident person, my dad as well, and they would tell me when I was young, when I was little, 5 years old, 6 years old, I still remember, like, one day you're going to be able to have that, and one day you're going to be able to do that, and one day
Wow.
you're going to be able to, when you're older, you're going to be able to have that house, and you're going to be able to have that car, and you're going to, whatever you want, so I believe since I was little, that self-confidence was given to me,
Wow.
and even though you guys see me as a confident person now, I think it was also work that had to be done on myself throughout my years of growing up. I met you when I was 36 years old, Valeria. So I had already lived life. I've already gone through a lot of things and worked on myself and opened businesses, done a lot of things in my life that led to it. So I think patience, first of all, and learning.
Wow, Jess, you talk about labels and it got me teary-eyed. I'm not gonna, no voy a entretenerlo, pero I got teary-eyed because now that I'm, a mother, and you say how your parents would give you like, they would give you like affirmations, like positive affirmations, and they would talk to you like you're gonna have that one day. Like, that's amazing. Like, now I'm gonna see your mom and I'm gonna be like, okay, I understand. I mean, that's amazing that you touched on labels because, for me, it wasn't that way. I know my parents, they've always been entrepreneurs and they've shown me hard work and what you can get to when you work hard. But for me and my family, I was la gordita. I was la gordita. Okay,
Yeah.
I was está pesada. Okay, since I was little, I was like the heavy one. Es de hueso pesado. That was something that I was labeled with, and I'm not, cursing anybody for doing that. I was a heavy child. Okay, hasta la fecha tenemos aquí muy buena masa muscular.
Muy buena pierna, Valeria.
Pero, labels, and I say it now and I laugh about it. I'm not going to cry about it, right? But I laugh about it now, and I tell my mom, like, remember when my cousins used to call me, like, Vanessa la mayonesa? Like, those were labels. Like, you talked about labels right now, and you brought me back, Jess. And I'm like, dang, no wonder. Like, it took me a long time to realize, like, I don't have to be the heavy one in the family. Yeah, like,
Yes.
like, yes, maybe I see that around, but I don't have to, because a lot of the times, Jess, I would say, es que es la genética. Yo estoy gordita por genética. It's in my genetics, but not realizing that it was a label that was also kind of haunting me. And I think the moment that I tuned into my self-confidence, I was able to say, like, I got this. Like, I'm powerful, I'm strong, I'm building muscle, and so, wow, Jess, like, that just made me think so much. And I'm sure,
Yes.
I'm sure the listeners are also like, okay, what were some of the labels that maybe you struggled with, at the beginning of your childhood into your adulthood, and how much that can impact us, Jess? So you made me learn something today. Like, every time I talk to my children, it's going to be, affirmations of, power, and give them that
positive self-talk.
that positive self-talk, that they can know that they can be anything they want. Because I mean, if they're gonna turn out to be like you, así quiero que salgan mis hijos chingones. So that is definitely something I'm taking in my purse today as a weapon, as a tool. So thank you so much for that, Jess. What would you say, Jess, to those women that, you know, a lot of the times I think that the enemy of self-confidence is self-doubt. So did you ever have self-doubt?
Always. I think we all have self-doubt. We all come with some self-doubt. You know, we're human. Okay, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. We all have self-doubt. And I believe, you know, even when I started doing what I do now, you know, when I started Team Beauty and I started working on this project of empowering women and working on our mind, body, and soul, you know, I had already been doing this already, you know, on the Herbalife products. I had gotten an amazing result. I was at 21% body fat. I had gained 10 pounds of muscle. I was in the best shape of my life at 36, 35, 36, you know. My self-confidence was like, woo, up the roof. But I was still not right, right? I would still look in the mirror, Valeria, and feel like I was big, like I wasn't good enough, like I had to, oh my God, like it wasn't something that I was working on myself because of me. I was doing it for the wrong reasons. You know, I was in a toxic relationship. I was in a public eye relationship. So I had so many self-doubts, like, oh my God, what if they take a picture of me? What if I come out in a magazine? What if oh my God, I can't be big. I have to look perfect. I have to, you know, so a lot of self-doubt, you know, and I think when I finally decided to go and take this full on and say, well, I want to work on this project called Team Beauty, you know, empowering women through fitness, nutrition, empowerment. I was already fit. I already had the 21% body fat. I didn't have to work on my physique, you know, but I had to work on my mind.
Yeah.
You know, I had to work on my mind, my soul. You know, it was kind of like, why is Jessica going to start Team Beauty? Not to help women, feel good about themselves and all that. But really, I was starting because of me. I needed the self-confidence. I had just gone through a breakup and I was like, I need this positivity in my life.
Yeah.
You know, I need this. I need to work on myself,
Yes.
you know, to be able to give to other people. And so even though I already had the confidence, I already looked confident, I still had the self-doubt and I still doubted myself, doubted if I still looked the way I should look, right? Because of labels, because of things that you see on social media at that time, in magazines, you know, and like, do I fit that person that has to be in that kind of life? You know, that was always like the self-doubt.
Yes.
So, you know, I wasn't always the person that I am today. So now, fast forward, I've been doing this now for almost 9 years. In January that we started Team Beauty, it was working on myself. You know, that first year was really working on myself, discovering what I had potential in, discovering what I was bad at, what I needed to work on, what I needed to do to improve that, right? And to have that self-confidence to be able to do everything that I do now.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't always like that, you know, and I'm telling you out there, right, our audience, like, it's okay. It's okay to have self-doubt, but it's not okay to stay there.
Yeah.
You know, it's not okay to stay there. And what are the things that you're going to do? To me, it was doing this, you know, starting to work on helping other women and like helping another person helped me.
What would you say? What would you say, Jess, to someone that wants to do this, that wants to help women, but they're like, how am I gonna help someone when I don't feel like I'm enough? I don't feel like I'm enough. I don't feel like I'm enough to be a coach. What would be one thing that you would recommend that person to do to scratch self-doubt? So what would be one action that you would tell that person so that self-doubt is eliminated from their vocabulary. What is that one action they can take to improve the self-doubt to step into their self-confidence?
Well, first of all, they need to self-evaluate. That's one of the things that I'm like, you got to self-evaluate. And to me, it was like self-evaluating and saying, why do I keep going into this toxic relationship? Like, what's wrong with me? Like, what do I need to work on myself to be able to get past this? And that was the first thing. Like, what do I need to do? Right? Yeah. What do I need to work on? Self-evaluation of like, what do I need to work on? Right? And then I got surrounded by the right people. I got surrounded by someone like Jerry, that I would see her self-confidence, and that was something that helped me, like, okay, well, I need to be around her more and see what she does and what are her habits and what are the things that she does, right? And so getting around the right people, right? For sure. And then little by little, I would help one person get results, and that boosted my self-confidence. Yeah. I would help another person, tell me like, oh my God, thank you for that. I just did my first photo shoot. I had never put makeup on, or I've never, had a photo shoot in my life. And, I would see the transformation of the self-confidence, and that would boost my confidence a little more. Right. Yeah. And each time that I helped someone, I was like, I can help more people. And I already helped her. Now I can help somebody else. And in the process, helping myself
starts with you.
Boost my confidence and boost my, awareness of who I am and the power that I have.
So, Jess, we were talking about what are some things that we can work on to build on that self-confidence. And I know you said, we have to have goals, of course. So like self-evaluation, who am I? What do I want to accomplish, right? And also I think it's promises that we say we want, but are we going to actually keep the promises that we promised ourselves, right? So like, what are some habits that you started developing to keep those promises to yourself and get you to achieve the goals that you've achieved? So what are some habits, right? Because you talked about habits. What are some habits that helped you keep those promises to yourself and start reaching your goals?
Well, one of the things that I could say is probably self-development.
Yes, super important.
Very sometimes we are taught to read in school the history books and this book and with Mark Twain and like all of these books that you read during high school and junior high, and we're not taught to read about self-development.
Exactly.
Like you go to college and it's all like textbook, work or things like that, but we're not taught to work on self-development. And I think self-development is going to be a huge part, in your life, because that's what's going to give you the confidence. That's what's going to give you the life things that you need to live life, right? Yes. So self-development, doing personal development every day to me is a must, whatever it is that I'm lacking, in my business, if I'm like, well, I need to become a better leader, then I'm going to read a book on how to be a better leader, on development, right? On leader development. If, I'm going to tell you, go read Girl Wash Your Face. That was one of the books I read when I started my business that I needed.
Write it down, girls.
Girl Wash Your Face.
Girl Wash Your Face.
So if you haven't read that book, start there.
Empiecen.
For all my beauties, for all our clients, confidence, Girl Wash Your Face. What is it that you need to work on? Well, before that, you got to be self-aware, right? Of like the things you got to do, that self-awareness. Like I said, what you got to evaluate yourself and say like, what are the things that I need to work on? Yes. And then seek what? Information. Because there's books on everything, guys, that we want to work on. When you're like, well, I'm not good at that. Well, have you read on it? Have you gone and said, well, what book do I need to read to become better at this?
Yes.
To go past this part of my life that is causing me to not have confidence in my life, because I don't know, or in my business, or in my life, or in everything. There's a book for everything.
For
Valeria.
everything. I know for me, it was like, okay, I need to work on my communication skills. And there's a book about communication,
yes.
right? If you're working on, how to better my habits, there's Atomic Habits, right? There's so many books.
So many things.
Everything is there.
How to be disciplined.
How to be
There's a book on
disciplined.
discipline.
Exactly.
There's so many things that we're not taught and we're not aware of out there. I think like personal development was never something I looked at until I started this, and I got around the right people to teach me that,
yes.
And now, I remember when I first started, Diego actually gifted me a book when I first started the business, and it was the How to Win and Influence People.
Oh,
right?
That's a good
and
one.
It was like, okay, like I still have the book there,
I love it.
And so if you have problems with being around people and like all of that, that's a great book to start with. How to have relationships, so many things that we can work on ourselves to become better in everything that we do.
So Jess, that is a habit that you have on a daily, or is it like, oh, I'm having a bad day, I'm gonna do some personal development, or do you wake up even when you're in a great mood and you still do it?
I still do it when I'm in a great mood.
Exactly.
Right. And if it's not in the morning, it's before bed, or it's before when I'm taking a bath or something. Like I just know that that's a time for me that, and it's just 30 minutes of day. If that's what I have, yesterday, actually, Diego was talking about that he read that if you do 17 minutes a day of something, right, you're going to have how many? 100 hours a year.
That's a good one.
Of
17 minutes
self-development. Imagine. And it's not just self-development. Anything that we do.
100 hours a year?
100 hours a year.
A year of self-development. That's a good one, Diego. By the way, Diego's here, of course, making sure everything is being recorded for our podcast. He's here, and I think he's the one taking all the nuggets.
And somebody that loves to work on himself through self-development that has taught us as well.
Exactly. So I think that was an important point to keep across, Jess, because I know that we are creatures of habits, right? And so if there is a habit that I guess, you want to take on to build your self-confidence, it's going to be personal development on good days and on bad days. On bad days, especially, on good days, especially as well, because also just something that sometimes gives us self-doubt is we have an inner critic in our minds that you wake up and it's like, it's cloudy.
We're our worst critics.
It's hot. It's humid. Do you want to go? Do you want to stay in bed? Right? And so how do we fight that inner critic that we have? Because I'm sure you have it too. I mean, I don't think you were blessed with the no critic in your mind. I think we all have that little critic that is like the little diablito that tells us like, don't do this, stay home, stay, comfortable. So, what is something that you do to fight that inner critic? Because that's not just someone dealing with that. I feel like that's
Everyone
all of
deals
us.
with it. Yeah.
So how do you deal with your inner critic? How do you like scratch it off? How do you?
Well, I think self-development, first of all, creating habits, knowing that it doesn't matter if I feel good, if I don't feel good, if today, oh, it's raining, or it's hot, or it's cold. Like my disciplines are what make me get up and do the things that I need to do. It could be also the self-critic of, oh my God, this doesn't look good on me. Ya no voy a ir. I'm not going because I don't like how this looks on me. I don't know if anyone has ever done that before, but don't do that, guys. Like, don't do that. You gotta get out there no matter what. We're our worst critics. Like, people don't even notice. Like, they don't even notice the things that you notice.
Yes.
They don't notice the things that you notice. We're our worst critics, like I said. So you've got to get that out of your mind. And one of the things that I think is like, okay, what don't you like about yourself? Valeria.
Ay, no le
Like,
preguntes a una mujer eso. Ay, women, we're so bad,
yeah.
Jess.
I
We
know.
look in the mirror and
we
we're
don't like
thinking of
anything.
everything that is wrong with us.
And nothing that's right.
And you know something funny, Jess? I went to a marriage course and the man thinks so different.
Oh, yeah.
The man will look in the mirror y aunque esté panzón, he's gonna be like, damn, flexing his muscles. Like men, when they look in the mirror, Diego, no nos vas a dejar mentir. Okay, you look in the mirror, men look in the mirror and they're like, dang, I still got it. Like, hell yeah, look at these biceps. Y nosotras mujeres, we're so bad. So if I learned anything that marriage course, Jess was like, I'm gonna think more like a man in that case, right? So when I look in the mirror, I'm gonna be like, I love my smile.
I love it.
I love my hair today. Yeah, so I feel like we are what we say to ourselves. So something that I don't like, Jess, is, for example, sometimes I'm with someone, I'm not gonna say any names. Sometimes I'm with someone and they're like, Mensa, oh, stupid me.
No.
And I'm like,
So bad.
Girlfriend, watch the way you talk to yourself because you believe it. You start to believe those labels. People don't have to put the labels on you. Sometimes it's you.
Yeah.
You put the labels on you.
Labels on yourself.
So, I just thought that was so important. That's so important.
Affirmations for sure, Valeria.
Affirmations.
That's something that, you have to learn how to do, even if you feel like, ay, nada que ver. Like, guys, they work.
Yeah. A ver, just give us a little bit, give us some affirmations that you tell yourself every day.
I am beautiful.
Yes.
I am powerful.
Yes.
I am light.
Mm-hmm. I am a boss, babe.
Amazing legs.
Yes, you do, girl.
I am gorgeous. I mean, you guys, you just gotta like go with it.
Yes.
You just
Y
gotta
te cambia todo.
My hair is great. And what do I do when I don't feel like that? Because sometimes you say it and you're like,
no, you don't mean it.
What do I do? I'm like, okay, it's time. Jessica, let's go get our nails done. Jessica, let's go. I have a hair appointment on Wednesday because, it was like, okay.
Girl, your hair is always on point. I don't know what you're talking about.
I need some love for myself. But those are things that make me feel better. They make so like, what is it? Maybe that's not it for you.
The nails is the nails. The nails, Jess.
Yes. What is it for you? To put on the lipstick, Valeria?
To put on the lipstick, to do my nails. Si no traigo las uñas,
yo también.
I'm in such a bad mood.
Yes.
Like my husband knows. Like, boy, don't talk to me if one of my nails ain't there. Because I'm not going to be nice.
I gotta go get my nails done. Like, what is it that makes you feel good when you're feeling bad
wearing
about you?
Wearing that pink dress, Jess, that you're saving for maybe a special occasion. A ver cuándo.
Don't save. I told you when I told her 2 days ago on Saturday.
Yes.
She said, I'm saving this outfit. And I was like, girl, don't save it. Wear it already.
Yes. And that's important, Jess. Because sometimes it could be that. Wearing a good outfit. Like today I woke up and I was like, ay, está bien rico el día. Me voy a poner un bolero. And cállate, me cambió todo. Everything changed.
El día, te peinaste.
Yes.
Yo también, we had a long weekend. I've had a long 2 weeks. I was traveling,
we woke up a little crudas from
events. And, it's, and today I wasn't feeling 100%
and look at us,
in the morning.
And look at us now.
And the moment I, started doing my hair, started putting on my makeup.
Everything changes.
I put on the pink pants. I was like, I feel powerful.
You guys need to see Jessica's pants. We're going to do a reel right now so you guys can see because she's wearing a good outfit. We got to show it off.
So wear the good outfit.
Wear the good outfit. Do your nails. Get your hair done.
And
pamper yourself.
Thing, Valeria, sometimes we forget to take care of ourselves, So to me, I started feeling a little self-confidence on wearing the outfit because maybe I had a few pounds over, right? So it was like, okay, Jessica, like, what are we going to do about it? I'm not going to sit here and cry about it or be like, no, I do not like to, I need to find a solution. Like, Why am I feeling like this? Okay, just you need to get back.
Get back on your basics.
On your disciplines, on your working out, on your what you're eating, you know, like your health, your wellness, like everything, because everything plays a big role.
Yeah.
When we are not healthy inside, it shows on the outside. So, you know, getting back on my game and losing those 9 pounds that I had over and that I'm still working on, by the way.
You look amazing.
But because I want to, because what makes you feel better?
Yes.
Like what makes you like set small goals, right? Small goals. In April, I set a goal, right? And now 6 months later, you know, patience. Have patience with yourself. You got to have patience with yourself.
That's an important one.
Okay. And then, you know, the more you start being consistent, the more self-confidence you start having. Because you were patient with yourself. You gave yourself time. You didn't want to rush the process.
Patience is important,
can't
Jess.
rush
Ahorita
anything.
todas quieren ya mañana
No.
estar flacas.
No.
They want the quick fix. They want, tell me that in 2 days I'm going to have a 6-pack and I'll do it. Like,
Bueno fuera.
learn to
No.
love the
Discipline.
process. Learn to be patient. Love every single part of your journey. You can't work on yourself, Jess, if you don't love what you are now.
Yes. You
So
gotta
even
have
if
the
you are
discipline.
those pounds up right
Love
now,
it.
start with loving yourself like that, and then you get
Yeah.
better.
And sometimes I love myself too much that I'm like, oh, I already
You get
gained
too
10
comfortable.
pounds. I gained 10 pounds. Pero yo como quiera me veo bien padre, ¿verdad? And then I see the picture and I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe I do need to get back on my plan. But I'm so self-confident that I could gain the 10 pounds and I'm just
still
like,
rock it.
I feel good, baby. But then I see the picture and I'm like, okay. Jess, like,
those
okay,
little
let's start working on those disciplines again.
the little things, Jess, that
Yes.
picture, like you said, looking at that picture and feeling, like the little stab.
Yeah.
You know, it also messes with your self-confidence.
Yes, it does.
So, in conclusion, Jess, what are some action steps that you want to give our listeners today to work on their self-confidence?
Well, I think like throughout this whole conversation,
we've been saying
them, but maybe so they're clear, Valeria, you know, I want to give them like 5-6 action steps that they can start with, you know, because it's not going to happen overnight, you know. This is something that takes time, just like your fitness journey.
100 hours in the year.
This is what takes time, just like losing 10 pounds. This is what takes time, just like going to school and learning something new. This is what takes time, like working your business and having your business work. Self-confidence is a journey, right? It's a journey of self-discovery. It's a journey of discovering who you are. I think is such an important part of self-confidence. Like, who are you? Who are you, Valeria? How clear are you on who you are, what you want in your life? Like, no, nada me va a tumbar. Like, nothing's gonna shake me.
Yeah.
Right? Nothing shakes me because I've worked so hard on myself, on my self-confidence, on my business, on all the areas in my life, right? When you work on all the areas in your life, you know, that self-confidence starts to show.
Yeah.
You know, because all the areas in your life start coming into place, and your life starts coming like into that purpose life.
That's
like,
right.
Why am I here? What am I doing? Why am I doing this? You know, and when you're so clear on that and what you want in life and what you want in the future, your self-confidence is going to show.
Yeah.
Okay. So, first of all, do something for yourself. That's number one.
Yeah.
You know, go get the nails done, go get your hair done, go get the Botox if that's what you need, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Some people are like, no. There's nothing wrong. Like, what makes you happy?
Yeah.
I'm not here
Work
to make
on
anyone
you.
happy. I'm not here for the opinions. I'm
Exacto.
here because it makes me happy. Right? So what makes you happy? Go get your hair done. Go get it dyed. Go get, like, whatever it is. Go get your nails done. Go to the spa. Get the massage. Go buy the outfit. Start on your meal plan. Like, what is it that those little things that you need to do for yourself? Number 2, evaluate yourself. evaluate yourself. Like, what do I need to work on? What are the things that I need to work on to improve, right? I need to work on to make myself better. What are the things that are setting me back? What are the things that make me the most self-conscious?
Yeah.
Valeria. Like, what makes me self-conscious? ¿Qué es lo que Jessica tiene que trabajar that make me self-conscious? Right? So self-awareness, that's number 2. Number 3, set small achievable goals. Okay, set the goal. Like, okay, you know what? I need to lose 10 pounds. You know, to me, it was like, I need to lose 25 pounds. That's my goal.
Yeah.
But I set a
Start small
goal first. I said, I need to lose 10 pounds. You know, even though now I'm like, okay, now I did the first 10. Now I'm going for another 10, Valeria. I set a small goal.
Yeah.
And then start working on that goal. You know, what is it, that goal that you want to achieve? I want to work on my personal development. What am I'm going to start with 15 minutes because that's what I can do right now.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to 30 minutes and then I'll go to an hour, you know, or what is it that you need to do to set those small achievable goals. Okay. That was number 3. Number 4 is your self-development. Self-development. What are the, you know, now that you evaluated what you need to work on yourself, right? Now you're like, okay, I need to work on more communication skills. I need to work on more confidence. I need to work on confidence in speaking in front of people. I need to work on confidence. Like, whatever it is that you need to work on, now find the tools.
Yeah.
Okay, find the book, find the mentor, find the person that inspires you, that has that self-confidence, you know. So that would be number 4. Continuous learning in your personal growth, guys. This is a never-lasting thing, a never-ending thing. This is continuous. Your self-growth is continuous, okay? Number 5, positive self-talk. We talked about affirmations, Valeria. Do the affirmations in the morning. Do the affirmations before you go to bed.
Yes.
You know, it's going to set the tone for your day.
Háblate bonito.
And your self-confidence. Exacto. Háblate bonito. Don't label yourself. Okay? Don't label yourself as, oh, I'm too big. Oh, I'm too small. Oh, I'm too...
Nalgona.
Estoy bien algona. I'm too... I don't know. Whatever. Like... Don't label yourself, okay? Number 6, self-awareness. Self-awareness. Understand your strengths. Understand your weaknesses. Understand we're not perfect, Valeria, because nobody is perfect, okay? People are like, no, I'm not. I have so many flaws. Right? But I learned to work with my strong, not to focus on the weaknesses that I have, you know? And then while I'm working with what I have, with what is strong for me, I'm also working on my weaknesses to make them stronger.
Yes.
Okay. So self-awareness. Number 7, like, don't think of what other people think about you. You know, I could tell you, Valeria, that when I walk into a room, I'm not thinking like, I wonder what they're going to say about me. Oh my, are they looking at me? I'm so
in
oblivious to, and I've had people tell me before that it's so crazy. I've had so many people tell me, like, do you know that when you walk in a room, everyone turns to look at you? And I'm like, no.
You're
like,
you're into yourself.
You have something that attracts that, and it's the self-confidence, Valeria.
Exactly.
It's that self-confidence of not feeling like, who's looking at me? Why are they looking at me? Like, just wear your crown
proudly,
walk tall, stand up straight, and portray that self-confidence, and that will be what you will portray to others.
Oh my God, guys. What a powerful episode today's. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys took a lot of notes just like me. In conclusion, guys, be the kind of woman that when your feet hit the floor each morning, the devil says, oh no, she's up. And that is how we're going to end episode number 3, How to Build Your Self-Confidence. Yes. Thank you so much, Jessica Gutierrez. It was an honor to have you as our guest today.
Thank you.
Want to remind all of our listeners, we do have a breast cancer awareness mega fit camp. So look to your city. Yes. I know Brownsville, McAllen, San Antonio,
Monterrey, and Reynosa.
This Wednesday.
Valeria. So, yes.
And did you guys see the shirts? Let me show you guys the shirts. For everyone that donated. Everyone that donated.
Talking about self-confidence.
Yes,
Valeria.
sexy,
Look at that.
boss babe,
brave, smart, confidence, committed, sexy. She is enough.
Make sure you guys get your shirts. November is coming up, guys, and we have our Hot Pink Gala. Anybody can come to this. So if you want to be a part of our community, we want to meet you. We want to talk to you in person. We want to take pictures with you. All you have to do is message us, and we will get you a ticket. So thank you so much again, Jessica.
And with the ticket, they enter the Peloton raffle, Valeria.
We're giving away a Peloton, okay, that night.
¿Qué más quieres?
So what else do you want? We're going to party. We're going to wear pink, and we're going to... Someone's taking home a Peloton. That's all I know. So thank you so much. Episode 3. It's been an honor. We will see you next week. Thank you so much, Jessica. Next week, we're actually going to be talking about I Am a Masterpiece with Nelly Polanco. You don't want to miss it. Okay, so see you guys next week. Thank you so much. And that is a wrap.